Do the drones hear the cries of the children dying on the ground? Well, no, drones don't, because war is now depersonalised.
We hear about the war on terror and trying to kill terrorists to make the world a safer place, but really this program can only be fueling more hatred and more terror.
The whistleblowers are telling us that there is an enormous amount of work that is illegal, immoral and indefensible.
So the drones aren't going to hear the cries, we're going to hear the cries. People see the actions that have been taken about the GCSB, about the Waihopai spy base, and there really isn't any excuse for New Zealand people to not know that something's amiss.
My message to the New Zealand public is demand the truth.
We need to know what the big picture is, what's really happening in the world, because we are engaged with it. Our government is engaged with it. We choose our government. We need to know what's going on and we need to make the choice to be informed.
Just for us not to be rolling open, letting the government do whatever it wants, for us to feel like we have some integrity as a nation and what we says matters.
We're not saying, hey, look at us, we've got the answer, we've got this right. We're just pointing out that something is wrong and something needs to stop.
I want New Zealand people to understand how war works, but more importantly understand that New Zealand has got a role in it, that the New Zealand government has said, yep, we're going to have a base here, or we're going to have a whole government agency actually that has a chief executive and lots of public servants under it, making decisions that mean people are being killed en masse in countries way, way across the other side of the world.
Bureaucracy is basically a whole lot of people doing different jobs, so they don't know the whole picture of what's happening. They've just got their little job and they just do that, and they just do what they're told and they don't know the full picture. And so when a whole lot of people do that, things like drone strikes happen, and it's not great.
The GCSB are going to be seeing a group of New Zealanders outside their headquarters next week, a group of people who are extremely uncomfortable with New Zealand's role in the kill chain, as it is known, which is every little piece of the puzzle that makes it possible for a bomb to be dropped in northern Pakistan and kill an entire family.
We have a prime position in the Pacific in intelligence gathering, which makes it easier and quicker for them to carry out the attacks. And my message is not okay.
And the overall administration of the GCSB should be reviewed to say, what's our policy? If it's involved in a war crime like killing civilians, we shouldn't be part of it.
It's in the best interest of the GCSB and for all of us is for them to give up their secrets and to tell us what they've been up to. And if people need forgiveness, if people need to say sorry, then that's what needs to happen. And we can all move ahead in the light.
Spying for America, the killing of innocents, you just call collateral damage. This complicity in murder, is it all worth it?
Hopefully our little action will maybe stir something in the heart and the mind of someone in there. I'm guessing most of them, come to work with the intention of doing a good job and doing an honourable job, but I suspect our bus and our little effort outside the GCSB might just touch one person in there.
During the week, we'll be living inside a bus and we'll be moving that bus around different locations all around Wellington City. People
will be gathering around a shrine which is dedicated to the victims of drone assassinations, and people will pray, and some people will be fasting all week.
honour whistleblowers, and I want to be there with pamphlets, and I want people to know more about what's going on.
We're going to discuss our kaupapa with all people, which is maungarong ki te whenua, whakaaro pai, me aroa ki ngā tangata katoa, peace on earth and goodwill and love to all people.
Possibly one night we'll go to Berrigan House and screen one of the drone assassination documentaries.
There'll be like lots of praying in the bus all week. Lots of just, praying in the bus all week.
Every 2 hours we get together, we come together as a group from whatever we've been doing individually to pray, sing, read, talk for 15 minutes, and we want people to come and join us.
People can connect through technology to find out where we are, and can come down if they have a spare hour in their lunch break and come and say some prayers for the dead and dying.
The name we've given our website, Take Our Blood Instead. So that's about the other part of protest, the protest action that we're doing, which is the interest that the military and the GCSB have on spilling blood. And we're saying, stop spilling blood. If you want blood, take ours instead in an offering.
Who are we as a group? Well, a lot of us are Catholics, but not all of us are Catholics.
Well, many of us live in Otaki, where we attend the St Mary's Church. Well, some don't, but most of us do.
And we're a group of friends. We're not linked by money, we're not linked by politics, we're not linked by ideology, we're linked by a common love of humanity.
You know, we've been reflecting together, praying together for many years now. So there's a level of trust among us.
Kind of for the Catholic worker ideals of living simply, personal relationship with the oppressed, of being open and hospitable, and not judging people.
Obviously we're inspired by Jesus, who we believe was the non-violent resistor par excellence, and there are many others also. So we've had in Parihaka, we've had Te Whiti and Tohu, we've had Gandhi, we've had Martin Luther King. They're all inspiring us in our ways to respond to grave injustice and violence creatively and passionately and together, collectively.
You know, it's normally these things just leave you feeling really depressed, but somehow doing this as part of a community, well, it shows me that you can have the emotional strength to face these issues as part of communities rather just as individuals.
When you drive around in a bus covered in banners with a shrine in it all over Wellington, you're ripping a hole in the cultural fabric of what is normal and opening a kind of space that's quite vulnerable and that really incredible things can happen in.
Really, we do believe when we fast and pray, the Spirit moves, and we don't know how it's going to move.
I think it's a really radical thought, really, that those in history who simply think positively, who hold things in their hearts, who hope, who pray, who plead with God even maybe, that peace may come, that those people are the ones that maybe history in fact remembers at the end of the day.
And we say this kaupapa of non-violence is the strongest force in the world. It is not a passive force, it is the most active force in the world. Far, far greater, 1 million times greater than anything that can be created through violence.
And I would like to think that when I'm long gone, that people are going to look back and go, oh, that group of mates that got together, they peacefully resisted. We want to do that too. Hopefully they won't have to.
Kia ora koutou.